Good morning and welcome to the morning after. We have a great show ahead of us, so stick around.
Hey guys, I'm Steph Morelle.
I'm Kelly Ledwith.
I'm Shanna McCarriston.
And I'm Mike Delgado, and we're going to get you started with some Quinnipiac news updates. With the upcoming finals week, dog finals will be happening at Quinnipiac. On May 11th, 2 golden retrievers, Ben and Tucker, will be available to help students relieve stress from the exams.
And after 30 years, John Leahy is stepping down as president of Quinnipiac University on June 30th, 2018. The administration sent a memo to the student body. They will begin to conduct the search for the next university president.
And we now go to Janessa and Kari, who have a outgoing advice to seniors.
I'm Janessa.
And I'm Kari. And as our senior year is coming to an end, we decided that we wanted to go around and ask a few of the seniors exactly what kind of advice that they have for underclassmen.
So freshmen, listen up.
I know it sounds cliche, but I think that every incoming freshman should appreciate every experience that they're about to go through and just live in the moment, because the 4 years are going to go by really fast.
Definitely stay involved, whether it's Greek life, nightlife, clubs, organizations, anything like that. Just make sure you're getting out of your dorm room, get out of the caf, and staying involved.
I would just say to take it seriously. Like your freshman year, people think you can like slack off a little bit, but honestly, freshman year is the year when you should take the most serious.
Piece of advice for freshmen, I would say just go abroad, doesn't matter how, you'll have the time of your life.
My biggest piece of advice would be to really get your time management skills under control, because not only is it helpful in college, it will carry over into the work world and everything, and just general life skills. So plan it out. If you use an agenda or if you put sticky notes on your computer, just figure your stuff out, because it will really help.
My advice is if you're going away on spring break, don't tear your ACL.
I would say get involved in as much as possible in different things, anything you even think you might like, try to get involved.
And stay involved.
Yeah, and make friends in different places and have fun.
Have fun.
The advice I would give to any underclassmen would just be to remember to breathe. You've survived all your worst days so far, so it's just important to make sure you take a breath every day. You will get through it, I promise.
So Kari, after hearing all those great pieces of advice, what do you have to say to the freshmen?
I would have to say, take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. Find your passion and a core group of friends, because your friends are going to make the experience here so much more fun.
I definitely agree. If I have to say anything, find a best friend at college that you can make cute videos with.
Thanks, guys.
Back to you guys.
Thank you for that great advice, right?
All right, and speaking of people who needed some advice this weekend, were everyone who went to the Fyre Festival down in the Bahamas.
Especially the people that organized it,
Yes.
or the lack of organization.
Such a lack of organization.
Hold on, wait a minute. Are you guys actually calling that a festival?
It was
what festival?
It ended up not being a real festival. It was organized by Jarul and Billy McFarland, who is an entrepreneur, who's actually kind of had a sketchy past with some things he's organized, but it came off as it was going to be legit. It was promoted by some high-profile people, Kendall Jenner, Bella Hadid. They all had Instagrams promoting people to buy tickets, which actually cost $25,000. It was between $5,000 and $250,000.
That's an expensive house worth for a ticket.
No, that's
a college education right there.
That's my college degree.
Yeah, that's my college degree.
Depending on where you go.
Yeah, the college degree Fyre Festival.
Yeah.
But basically, they had these VIP wristbands, and were told not to bring cash because your wristband will get you everything you need, and they did not have everything they needed.
No, there was nothing there.
I think when you sign up for a festival on a secluded island, I think that should be your number one red flag. Like
Red
you're
flag.
gonna be you're gonna be on an island and like no way to get off.
Okay, well, everyone always jokes with me. I always want to carry cash around, and everyone always jokes, like, why do you always need, like, cash? And I'm like, you never know what's going to happen. You never know when you're going to be bitten. Everyone always laughs at me, but I would have been the only one prepared at that Fyre Festival because I would have definitely still brought some.
Nobody had cash. They couldn't get off. They couldn't get transportation. They couldn't get food.
Their phones were dying, right?
Speaking of food, I saw this tweet of this, like, this one person had, like, a styrofoam container of food that was served there, and it was literally just a piece of lettuce, a slice of tomato, 2 slices of bread with like American cheese on top of it.
Yeah,
and that was their food. Like that's not food.
And
that's
they
like,
signed up for like luxurious, like high quality. They showed like a picture of a kitchen. It just everything about it was not good. They released a statement. They were like, we were overwhelmed. We weren't prepared when everyone started coming, and then I guess there was some bad weather. They had white tents everywhere. It just
people had to grab their own mattresses, like, and they were promised like these like luxurious like tents, and I mean the tents didn't even have locks on them, so people were stealing stuff from each other.
It looked more like a military camp than a festival.
It looked really, really bad.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't Coachella. I've seen Snapchats and pictures of that, and I've seen the same of Coachella, and there's quite the difference. They didn't really hit the mark.
Yeah.
Completely.
Did you guys hear about how they had to get an ambulance down there?
No, they had to get they had to.
So they had an ambulance in New Jersey, and they had to drive it down to near like where the Bahamas was, and then boat it over.
Oh, wow.
So they had to bring their own ambulance from New Jersey.
Everything was it was a mess.
So, but you know what? That's a bad vacation, and I want to talk about some good vacations.
Yeah, let's talk about some good vacations.
So where do you guys have coming up this summer? Is anyone taking any big trips?
I'm just going to North Carolina for the Outer Banks for a few weeks to visit my aunt. Just have like a low-key time on the beach. That's about all I have so far planned.
I don't really have anything sort of planned as far as vacations go, but I will say that one of the most rewarding experiences you can ever do for a vacation is to go on a road trip.
Yeah.
Just get in the car and just head west. See the national monuments, see the national parks, all of that stuff. It's a lot of work during a road trip, but it's so much rewarding.
I did a road trip while I was studying in California. I went from California to Nevada and then up through Idaho, Oregon, and into Seattle, Washington. Let me tell you, I never thought I would enjoy driving through Idaho or Oregon, but it's like one of those things that you never think you're gonna do, and just seeing it in the car is a completely different experience. I agree, road trip.
Did you go to the Craters of the Moon National Park?
No, we were literally just driving through. We were heading to Seattle, but I've seen the sun rise over like Palm Springs and just things that you don't think are going to be so beautiful. And then
And I think the more people you have in a road trip too, it's so much fun because you guys can like rotate and you kind of just like with more people you can just like, drive through and it's bonding too.
And they go by faster than you think. Like you're like, oh my god, I'm in the car for 12 hours, but put on a podcast, put on a good playlist, sit with your friends, just chat. It's a good time because usually when you're with your friends, you're out doing something, you're somewhere, you're busy, it's a good time to just like you just get to talk in the car.
It's about the journey. Then it's about the journey getting there,
not the destination.
Not
wow,
the
we're getting really
destination.
deep on TMA.
Yeah.
Life's a climb, but the view's
it's
great.
finding the random little like shops on the side of the road that you pull off of that are like so much fun that you didn't have planned.
And meeting those like local people where you're like, what is Idaho like? Why do you live here? You know, and like things like that. And you come home with so many funny stories and you just see so many crazy things that it really does make it worth it. So we recommend doing that over the summer, maybe as one of your road trips, especially if you don't have, a ton of money to do some glorious vacation like go to Fyre Festival or Coachella.
Also low-key things, just visit some friends from school before you come back next semester. That's just so easy to stay. It's free and you just probably
free
more than probably a couple hour drive.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna toss now to a quick commercial break, but coming up we will be looking at finals and dorm cleaning. Stay with us.
We're supposed to do it. I could really go for a Ray and Mike sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Q-Cash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's.
Coming up on Bobcat Breakdown.
Coming up on Bobcat Breakdown.
And welcome into Studio 125.
So what? If you score 40 points in a basketball game, we all know you play Quinnipiac intramurals. We all know you love to shoot the rock.
Well, if you think that's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard, what I'm about to say, I guess, is going to be pretty ridiculous in your book, but I'm going to say yes, there is a controversy. I'm
getting ready to punch the ball as it lands right in front of another Monumental player.
All this and more.
Coming up on the Q30 Newscast.
Coming up on hashtag that.
We are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
All right, welcome back. So we're gonna just real quick let you know what your weather's gonna be like for your last week of classes. On Monday, today, it's gonna be 68 degrees. It's gonna be warm, but it's gonna be cloudy and overcast. Tuesday, it's looking like partly cloudy, 72 degrees. Wednesday, the clouds are back. It's gonna be 61. Thursday, that continues with 61 degrees and the clouds stay. Friday, it looks like we're gonna get a little rain. It's gonna be up a little warmer, 63 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, the rain continues with temperatures in 59 and 61. So that's the weather for the last week of classes, which for us seniors is like a little bit sad.
It's a little bit sad, kind of like the weather.
Yeah, the weather is a direct representation of how I feel.
Exactly.
Can we just talk about for like a second or longer about they found a host finally for Kelly?
They did.
Finally.
Not this Kelly.
Not this Kelly.
You were last Kelly show.
And it's going to be Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest. How do you guys feel about that?
I feel good about it. I watched it this morning, actually. I saw them reveal it. I've been watching all summer when I take care of my grandma. We've been watching it every morning where I was like, Grandma, like, who do you think the co-host is going to be? And it's just, I think it's good they have a celebrity so they can talk about celebrity things with each other. They're friends, so they have great chemistry. I'm into it. I'm here for it.
You seem
Mike's not into
it. You're just mad that it's not Kelly and Michael anymore.
Yeah.
I know.
R.I.P. Well, here's the thing: is that with Ryan Seacrest, he has so much on his plate. He has his radio show in L.A. This show is in New York. So how is he going to manage all of this time and still be like productive? I feel like it's going to get too much, and he's not going to last that long as a co-host.
I feel like Ryan Seacrest has more hours in the day than the rest of society.
Yes.
Because he does so much. I literally, like, every time you think he's gone, we were talking about this, he just comes back with something bigger, and he produces everything, and he's host of things, and he's making special appearances. I don't know how he does it, but I feel like if anyone could handle it, it would be Ryan Seacrest.
And American Idol's over, so he has that kind of, he's that free time, I guess.
You know who's really sad about this, though?
Who?
Paul Caracciolo.
That's his teacher,
His teacher, Richard Curtis, he won the contest to host a few episodes with Kelly, but he didn't end up being the co-host. And he came up again. You know what? He was really good. So you know what? Paul, if you're watching this, I feel for you.
And losing to Ryan Seacrest isn't that bad.
I know. But you know what? I was a little surprised they went with such a big name. I thought they'd maybe go with like an actor or something who was a little bit more less known to kind of bring them up.
Like Michael Strahan?
He was an athlete. And they had a couple actors on there who I thought were very good. I thought they were very personable. They did a very good job. But there's people don't recognize them. People don't they're not household names. So I think maybe they went more with her friend first off. It's so good chemistry and they have a lot to talk about every morning. And then number two, he's a big name, so they bring a lot. And I think what kind of draws people in is the fact that they're not nobodies. So it's kind of like the things that they talk about, or like the cool parties they go to, their cool celebrity friends. Like I think that's something the audience for that show really enjoys. As a stay-at-home mom, you want to watch people in their glamorous lives while you're sitting there like taking care of your kid.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's just so good at interviewing people too.
He really is.
Great. Yeah, that'll be really nice to watch.
All right, well, we're now going to toss to Ariel Sabo with the entertainment report. What do you got for us, Ariel?
Good morning, Quinnipiac. I'm Ariel Sabo, and I am bringing you some TMA entertainment. For starters, Vanderpump Rules' Sheena Marie and Mike Shea are officially divorced. With the most recent split between the two, Sheena will now have to pay Mike $50,000 in order to balance out their assets. A 2016 Ford Explorer, a 2009 Nissan, and $31,000 are amongst the things she will get from the departure. After 2 years of being married to each other, they officially parted and said goodbye in the end of November of 2016. Of course, this is not a surprise, though, that Sheena has already moved on and is seeing her producer, Robert Valletta. I guess Sheena is okay with the divorce? Guess we will have to wait and see. Lastly, can anyone name the most iconic and most famous music festival in all of California? Well, for those who do not know, it is the one and only Coachella Music Festival. I've got the star settings from these past 2 weekends here on TMA Entertainment. From Lady Gaga to Sheena Marie and her new boyfriend, The Weeknd, Kendall Jenner, and of course, many more. Coachella season has come and gone, but festival season is in swing style. Stars show off their hottest outfits. Now let's take a look. Up first, we have Vanessa Hudgens wearing a high shine copper coin style top with some smoke and mirror shaded, and to finalize it with some olive shorts. Some people take on the Coachella heat by wearing not much clothing, as you can see in this next picture with Kendall Jenner and Hailey Baldwin. Our favorites were wearing sequin bras or bralettes, whatever you like to call it, with flowy pants and accessorizing it with hats, necklaces, and earrings. All right, now the last outfit, I'm not really sure how I feel about it, so let's all take a look. As we can see, Rihanna is giving the onlooker something with her particularly complicated high fashion denim collective, completed with a high boots and a couture jacket. Rihanna, I'm not really sure where you were going with this, but honestly, I don't know how I feel about this outfit. Hope you all you Bobcats have a great summer break. That's all for today's last episode of TMA Entertainment. I'm Ariel Sabo, back to you guys.
All right, guys. So, it's spring, right? I know it doesn't feel like it because the weather has been kind of meh
This weekend
lately.
felt like it.
But,
This weekend felt
but
like
you know
it,
what?
yes.
Spring is the perfect time. We all hear the term spring cleaning to get our lives in order, to get our living spaces in order. So, BuzzFeed has got a cool list of 14 simple cleaning tips to help the laziest person declutter their life. And I don't think we're going to get through all of these in our time, but I think the first...
highlights.
Yeah, a couple highlights. And I think the first one is really important. And this is spend no more than 10 seconds deciding whether or not you want to keep or get rid of something. If you spend...
I don't do that.
If
I
you-
should do that.
If you spend more than 10 seconds, it's probably not that important anyway, so just get rid of it.
That's true. That's true. That's a good one.
Just like cut the cord immediately.
Cut the cord.
I think especially that's important as we're moving out of our houses or dorms, and we want to take as little as possible back home or wherever we're going.
Just like throw it all out.
Yeah.
Or
Also-
donate it.
Or donate.
Or donate. Probably donate it.
Also for like clothes, if you have clothes items that are similar, get rid of your least favorite one.
Ooh,
That's
Yeah.
a smart.
See, clothes are like my thing.
Donate
I
it
have
to
to
a
I have to
friend.
have a million options.
Yeah.
So.
It depends what I'm feeling that day. Like,
Yep.
I never know.
If you've already Instagrammed it, don't bother wearing it again.
Exactly.
What
For the
I
next
do
like month.
is I make sure they're organized, and I kind of organize them by season so that every season it's not an overwhelming amount.
Yeah.
And they all like t-shirts have their bins, sports t-shirts have their bin, these kind of t-shirts have their bin, so that I know exactly where everything is, even if it is a lot of things.
Yeah.
But I think another good tip is to just spend a few minutes every day cleaning rather than try to do it all at once, because then all of a sudden your room is like a
Yeah.
pit and it's crazy and you're like, I don't have 2 hours to clean. But if you just spend 10 minutes every day, before you go to bed and brush your teeth
I
and
really
shower.
should do that,
And
considering I haven't unpacked from spring break yet. My suitcase is still on the floor, and it's just
Yeah.
a pile.
I have to unpack.
The
just
more
to
you
pack
have,
it
Exactly.
the more you have to clean, the less you want to clean it. So if
True.
you're able to just do little chunks of it, it's not going to feel so much as a chore. It's just going to
Exactly.
feel like part of your routine.
Exactly.
Right?
And what I usually do is I have a good cleaning playlist. It gets me kind of amped up, like, pretend like an athlete getting amped up. but
What's
I'm
on your
just putting
cleaning
shirts
playlist?
away. Oh my God, I have a lot of Jay-Z and Kanye West. I do have some Taylor Swift, I have to
Okay.
say.
But old school is
Old
really
school
good.
Taylor
Old
Swift
school is
Yeah,
really good.
old
Never
school, okay.
disappoints. So I know those are two, kind of on the complete opposite ends of the spectrum. But
I feel like a
they're just-
throwback is always good
they're
for when
just
you're cleaning because it
classics.
gets you like.
You know what actually good playlists on Spotify is like mood booster, like they're already pre-made ones. Like if you need like a good go-to playlist. I mean, I'm someone that doesn't make playlists, So I like the pre-made one. That's a really good one.
No prime for cleaning.
So yeah, toss on, maybe get a snack or something beforehand, fill up, make sure you're ready to go if you do have to do like the 2-hour cleaning, which is going to happen soon since we're all moving out in a couple of weeks, whether you're moving out as seniors or moving out as, juniors to come back. It can be overwhelming.
It can be overwhelming.
All right, what else do you have?
Well, actually, Kayla has some ideas for managing your week coming into finals. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. I'm Kayla Hevey, and this is the last week of classes, which can only mean one thing. The only thing between students and summer break is finals week, the dreaded week of what seems like endless tests and assignments. To help manage some of that stress finals may bring, I'm here with a few tips on how to survive finals week and do your best. My first tip is to get some sleep. Many students think it's beneficial to pull all-nighters the night before an exam to get as much study time as possible. However, students that get less than 5 hours of sleep per night are proven to have lower GPAs. Sleep isn't optional, and you'll be much more focused with a good night's sleep. My next tip is to prioritize your time. A lot can be thrown your way the last week of classes, so don't leave it until the night before to get it done. Use your time wisely and set your own deadlines. For example, say you have a paper that's due in 2 weeks, but tell yourself it's due in 1. That way you don't put it off till last minute and you're ahead of the game. My last tip is to take care of yourself. Finals week can be a lot and stressful. Be sure to eat healthy foods throughout the week to give energy and stay focused. Putting off meals isn't going to help you do well on an exam. Be sure to eat as well as drink lots of water to stay hydrated. Also, take a break. If you're sitting in the library for hours, you deserve one. Try to get something that's going to get you going, like going to the gym or taking a fitness class. It'll clear your mind for some time while keeping your energy up. That's all I have for the finals tips. Have a good luck to you all and have a great summer break. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right, so what do you guys do to keep your stress levels down during finals week?
I get everything done in one night. I save.
Oh my God.
One night, wow.
I portion all of my time, so I save it's like a holiday for me. This is my all-nighter.
Okay.
I spend time going up to it and then I just do it.
Wow.
Like for me, diamonds are formed under pressure.
Wow. Wow.
We are completely opposite.
So Steph, what do you do?
I just freak out. All I do is just I probably
managing stress.
Actually, the thing is, considering we were talking about cleaning, I clean my house when I'm stressed or have something to do. So my roommates are like, oh yeah, she has something to do. That's why she's cleaning.
What about you, Kelly?
Probably the night before. I just realized I was like, oh, this is due. Should probably do it.
Diamonds are formed under pressure.
Diamonds are formed. Procrastination at its finest. It's always my best work.
I usually say, all right, if I'm really going to start to worry about it, I say, do I have to worry about this? Do I have time to do it? If I have time to do it, then I just go do it. And if I don't have time to do it, I go, you know what? I don't have time to do it. It is what it is. I live by it. It is what it is. And I go to bed. So that's kind of what I do. I say, we'll worry about this later.
Good advice.
But now Erica's been in Australia for this semester, and she wanted to show us what she's been up to. Erica?
Thanks, guys. Erica Bloomberg coming to you from Brisbane, Australia. I've spent the past 3 months living here and studying at the University of Queensland, and I've got a lot to tell you, so let's get to it. First, I'd like to say that studying abroad in a foreign country is the best thing you can do during your college career. It puts you in a completely different culture with many different experiences to take advantage of. If you ever get the chance, I highly recommend it. Besides the warm weather, Australia has had much to offer, from the wildlife to the beautiful close-by beaches. As long as you're not in a city, you have a pretty good chance at seeing a wild kangaroo. Seeing a wild koala, on the other hand, is apparently a rare opportunity, one I was lucky enough to get while on Stradbroke Island. Stradbroke Island is an island right off the eastern coast of Australia. It is the second largest sand island in the world and offers some beautiful beaches. Main Beach offers great waves for surfing, while Cylinder Beach offers water that never gets too deep. And since it's a sand island, there's also sandboarding, which is basically snowboarding but on sand. The academics over here are definitely different than they were at Quinnipiac. For the most part, about 80% of your grade is from 2 assignments, such as tests and essays. Lectures take place once a week in a large lecture hall, with smaller tutorial groups that meet once a week for more discussion-based learning. All professors record and upload their lectures, making it quite tempting some mornings to sleep in and skip class. But it's the free on-campus breakfast 3 times a week that helps motivate me to go. All in all, I've loved every moment out here in the land down under. From the sunny beaches to the homesick moments, I wouldn't give any of this up for anything. If you're considering studying abroad, do it. If you're considering studying in Australia, definitely do it. I promise you won't be disappointed. Back to you in the piazza.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, but coming up, we'll be looking at TMA's future and past.
It's 9:30 Eastern, and you know what that means. Sports Pause is on the air.
Ball played up the middle. Emmanuel with a little cheat off the pipe.
Preseason just boils down to going after another national championship and not necessarily focusing on the one before.
MJ, it is time for our favorite part of the show. It's the top 5 plays of the week, brought to you by B&D Deli, home of the Q-Dog.
Let's talk about the first play you want to break down.
Yeah, let's break it down right away.
But the one name I'm going to throw out there is a freshman, Mika Maples.
Coming up on hashtag that.
We are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
We now go to John Welsh, who wants you all to know how the show is going to be for next year. John, what do you got for us?
Happy last show, everyone. Seeing as most of our usual producers will be leaving after this year, now seems as good a time as any to talk about where TMA is going. First off, we plan on increasing the variety of packages used on the show, as well as potentially having hosts go into more detail about the subject of the package. The biggest change to the show we'll be seeing is in the format. Erica and I agreed that a roundtable type discussion show would be a good way to take things. The topics will be fewer in number for each episode, but the depth of the topics will increase. We'll also try to bring in different people from other organizations to weigh in on a topic that might be of interest to them. We'll also try to fit packages in more with the main topic. Some rescheduling may be in need, but we'll still try and record live on Monday mornings. That's all I have this week. Hope finals go well for everyone, and back to you guys. Have a nice summer, everyone.
All right, so welcome back. So that's what the future of TMA looks like, but we're going to just talk about some of our favorite TMA memories because we're seniors, we're all leaving.
Yeah.
We just want to, reminisce for a few minutes for our last segment ever.
Oh no.
It's crazy.
It's real.
Yeah, no, it is real. So some of my personal memories are always the outside episodes are always just fun because those are like a little different than our usual piazza ones.
Real quick, what was your first thing that you've ever done for TMA?
First thing, I think it probably an entertainment report.
Probably
Okay.
me too.
Yeah.
Probably me too.
My first thing was doing a DIY on how to make a homemade air conditioner.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
Using a styrofoam cooler thing, and then with the
Check it out on
that
Twitter
was the
if
first.
you want to see.
Yeah.
I remember,
First thing.
Kelly, outside, we were hosting once at the end of last year, and the public safety came by and like picked up a manhole cover and like slammed it down.
Yes.
And there was just, there was things going on all around
There's
us.
like a lawnmower behind us.
Yeah, we just stayed stoic and we just went.
Yeah,
we went through. It was great.
Everyone else behind the camera were dying, and then the public safety, or no, it was facilities came over after, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, are you filming?" And I was like, "What are the cameras for?"
No, we're not filming.
We don't just put these here for like
no, this is just for fun.
We just like to look at the cameras
just sit in
outside.
front of cameras.
Well, I know I didn't start TMA as a freshman. I started as a sophomore. But since then, this is not really a memory, more of kind of like a cheesy, like, soft thing. But, like, all the friends that I made here, I mean, like, you guys I wouldn't have been as close with or even known possibly had I not done TMA. And I just feel like there would just have been such a void in my college experience without you guys.
It definitely filled a hole for us when we're, like, thinking about, like, what we're doing, you know, college. You know, it gives us something to be passionate about here, you know, during college. So
it's been a fun ride. It's about the journey, right? Not the destination.
It's about the journey.
It was the journey.
Because the destination is college is all about a journey, you know, basically. And I don't think you ever want to reach a destination if you're so happy on this journey. You know what I mean?
You are just full.
Delgado like Pinterest inspirational quotes before the show.
Like, will we cry before that half an hour's over? Like, who knows?
Who knows? But it really has been a great 3-4 years. I've been into Q30 for 4 years, but TMA for 3. I know you all have enjoyed it, and I'll keep up with all of you. And you know, I can't wait to see what the future holds for everyone and for Q30.
Exactly.
Q30. I'm very excited for what's going to happen in Q30 in the future.
All right, well, to keep up with Q30, make sure you like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can look out for more content on Q30television.com. Have a great summer break, and I guess we all won't see you all next semester.
We'll see you all next semester.
The best of luck to everyone in their future here at Quinnipiac.